Everything is all about Nigeria. We want to talk like them. We want to act like them.
We need to start appreciating Nigeria for putting us on the map, because in most places you go, especially in this side of the world, you're asked, are you a Nigerian? Before they even ask you where you're from. Nigeria is on a level that most African countries will wish to be.
If you live in the diaspora, then you definitely know the influence that Nigerians have on all of us Africans. The Afrobeat music, the way you guys are unapologetically yourself, the way you guys are African and proud. These are things that we gravitate towards.
These people have great music, great food, great fashion, and they've mastered the most important thing, which is being themselves. You can spot a Nigerian from a mile away.
My favorite Nigerian phrase as a non-Nigeria, they play. They play.
Many of you hear Nigerians mostly because of internet, some kind of things. You hear things on the internet because you don't really hear what Nigerians are doing in medicine. People don't hear what Nigerians are doing in engineering. People don't hear what Nigerians are doing behind Google that you are using on your phone. You don't know what Nigerians are doing behind Tesla, behind Twitter, behind all the big platforms. And they are the front row. And I think that Africans, instead of them to learn and be like Nigerians, no, they are instead showing envy. And they're instead trying to push Nigerians away. They're instead trying to act as if Nigerians are the problem.
But why did I come back to 15,000 more followers? Do you know why? Because I posted about Nigeria.
Song should me and my fiance walk down the aisle to?
The Afrobeat version of SpongeBob SquarePants. Guys, I read a comment somewhere where somebody said, to be Nigerian is not just a nationality, it's a state of the mind, it's a persona. And I have to agree. Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel.
One thing I get accused of the most is, oh my god, you're using Nigeria to trend, you're using Nigeria for clout. If you live in the diaspora, then you definitely know the influence that Nigerians have on all of us Africans. The Afrobeat music, the way you guys are unapologetically yourself, the way you guys are African and proud. These are things that we gravitate towards, right? For example, I'm a very curious person, right? So I want to know everything about Nigeria. I want to know about your food. I want to know about your culture, your people. It's something I want to embrace, because before I am Sierra Leonean or Guinean, I am African first, right? It's not my fault I love you guys. Like,
You know what beats my logic all the time is how creative Nigerians are, most so with their phrases. Let me tell you guys, listen. As a non-Nigerians, there's some words that just blow my mind away. Listen to this. Your eye go clear. Imagine you're arguing with somebody and then you're like, you wait, your eye go clear. Another one that actually just drives me crazy is evidence day. Like, relax, don't defend yourself so much. Evidence day. Wait until they pull out the you go explain tire. You're going to explain until you get tired, but evidence day. You are having an argument with somebody and you just want to put them on their place and just go like, you know the tire. you go soon. No, I'm telling you, like it's just a way of just.
I haven't posted on this app in ages, guys. But why did I come back to 15,000 more followers? Do you know why? Because I posted about Nigeria. Like, the last post I did was like talking about how Nigerians are so successful and I'm inspired by them. And I was like, it went bare followers. And I was like, you know, this app is getting a bit too much for me. I need a little break. You guys are actually, I love it. I honestly, like, someone said, it's because God is Nigerian. When God made man in his image, he made a Nigerian. So that was my answer. I realized that a lot of Nigerians are like, God is here, Nigeria is here. Like, that's it. That's the thing.
What is happening to Afrobeats? Because I'm trying to understand something. Every summer, one Afrobeat artist always gives us the tune of the year or the song of the summer. Last year we had Girl, I Wanna Be With You, but you know they get enough time for me. We also had this Overloading, I'll be overload. Going on, Fireboy, I'm getting jealous. Fireboy, David, what's going on? Don Jazzy, Mathins. Guys, please, I need a summer tune because what else are we going to listen to?
What song should me and my fiance walk down the aisle to?
The Afrobeat version of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Not a dry eye in the church.
The biggest difference between Nigerians and almost every other African is that like every other African has like a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very timid approach to life. Like literally, like if you say to like a South African, hey Trevor, you're doing well, how are things going? Then as a South African, my instinct to respond is like, I'm trying, man. I'm doing okay, I'm trying, you know? Like,
you're lying.
You see, this is what I mean by Nigerians. This is what I mean.
It is the pride of every people is their culture. And this is what these Nigerians have shown us. That they would go anywhere to the furthermost part of this world, they would carry their culture along. So no, they equally practice the 80-20. But the difference between theirs is they don't become or they're not transformed into the other people when they are faced with 20%. They carry theirs. They walk like a superpower. They go with a superiority complex. So they believe in what they have. Now, where do we have an issue? You see, Cameroonians using slangs, using words, borrowing everything that comes from Nigeria and putting theirs under the table. Like you don't see anything from Cameroon that is worth it. Everything is all about Nigeria. We want to talk like them. We want to act like them. And what?
Did you know that Nigerians are the only Africans that white people respect? As in, Nigerians are the only Africans that white people fear and respect. I'm telling you guys, go and find out. Because is there a place in this world where Nigerians have been to and they didn't dominate and take over? Is there a place? There's no place, there's nowhere. Let me tell you guys, for those of you who only know about, many of you hear of Nigerians because of maybe Yahoo, that is to say, scam. Many of you hear Nigerians mostly because of internet, some kind of things, hear things on the internet. Many of you hear Nigerians only when it comes to some kind of things. It's because you don't really hear what Nigerians are doing in medicine. People don't hear what Nigerians are doing in engineering. People don't hear what Nigerians are doing behind Google that you are using on your phone. You don't know what Nigerians are doing behind Tesla, behind Twitter, behind all the big platforms. And they are the front row. And I think that Africans, instead of them to learn and be like Nigerians, no, they are instead showing envy. And they are instead trying to push Nigerians away. They are instead trying to act as if Nigerians are the problem. Our mumu not too much. If your food is not nice, if you go to an Italian restaurant and it's not nice, you will tell them your food is not nice. Nigerians will come in with a spirit of takeover, with a spirit of control. And they do it with wisdom because they have what they can contribute. They have the knowledge to offer. They have the knowledge is in every dimension that they can contribute. They can contribute to science. They can contribute to education. They can contribute to entertainment. They can contribute in every level. Nigerians don't come to white with a submission spirit. They come to them with a spirit of either I will dominate you or you will see me as equal. That's Nigerians for you. And they do it in a beautiful way, putting their culture ahead, putting Nigerian values ahead, putting Africa ahead. And now that white people are now accepting African food, accepting African cultures, accepting African values, dancing to African music, enjoying African movies, thanks to Nigerians, watching comedies, thanks to Nigeria, we will now sit as Africans and be doing talking about Nigerians. Not knowing that before any black man can breathe in Europe now, move around tall on the street, talk about Africa, wear African clothes, feel free, it's thanks to the effort that these Nigerians have put. And we all know it. The white man knows. The white man knows who Africans are. The white man knows the difference between Nigerians and Ghanaians. They know. That's why when you tell a white man you are a Nigerian, he will automatically treat you different. Well, simple as that. We need to learn to be like them. It's either they respect us or we show them shady.
Nigerians produce some of the most powerful engineers known to mankind.
That they use Nigerians, the companies say they use the Nigerians as far as running their whole computer systems and stuff.
My real testament is the engineers, as I'm telling you where they're coming from. They're coming out of Nigeria.
And medium income level, but if you look at subgroups, Nigerians outperform Asians.
Nigerian Americans, folks, they are the most educated ethnic group in the United States.
Come to the conclusion that Nigeria is the greatest country in Africa. Whether we like it or not, Nigeria is the greatest country in Africa. These people have great music, great food, great fashion, and they've mastered the most important thing, which is being themselves. You can spot a Nigerian from a mile away. Me being African and me being Kenyan, it's hard for me to admit this, but it's the truth. And I wish if there was ever to be another colonization in Africa, I wish that Nigeria would colonize the whole of Africa so that everybody can be proud to be African and live so boldly without feeling inferior to anybody.
This difference between Nigerians and almost every other African is that like every other African has like a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very timid approach to life. Like literally, like if you say to like a South African, hey Trevor, you're doing well, how are things going? Then as a South African, my instinct to respond is like, I'm trying, man. I'm doing okay. I'm trying. Like
you're lying.
You see, this is what I mean by Nigerians. This is what I mean.
Americans say, meet my wife. Nigerians say, please join me to celebrate my jewel of inestimable value.
Americans say, stop lying. Nigerians say, disembark from careless
Men and women over the age of 45. The way that they use language is special. They make violence sound beautiful. So poetic. A Nigerian uncle will tell you that he's going to slap you, and it will sound almost Shakespearean. We need to get these people in a writer's room. I think if you sat down and studied a Nigerian auntie or uncle speak for like a month, your vocabulary would be sensational. What makes them funny is that they are 100% serious about what they're saying. The words that they use are so dramatic as well. I was in the supermarket a couple weeks ago. There was this girl with a shopping basket who wasn't paying attention. She turned around and bumped into an auntie. Auntie turned to her and said, so you're trying to kill me. What made it so funny was that I didn't know if she was joking or not. Was she joking around, or did she genuinely believe that her life was under threat because her tone was giving nothing away? I haven't struggled to do something the way I struggled to not laugh in that situation. That was so funny. Question: why do Nigerian aunties and uncles always refer to their enemies? Is there beef back home? Like why do they all have ops?
My favorite Nigerian phrase as a non-Nigeria: they play. They play. They play. Somebody can tell me something very nonsensical, I just look at them and go like, play. Somebody will actually be trying to play me on my face, and I'm just like, they play. Like it's just, they play. They play.
Excellence in the Nigerians needs to be studied. And I know I'm one person who has been on these internet streets campaigning seriously for Nigeria and Nigerians as a people. But the excellence they strive to achieve in whatever it is they do needs to be studied. There is no industry in this God-green earth that there is no Nigerian that is flying on the highest level. Choose one. Show me one field where there's no Nigerian that is doing amazing. When you look at the medical industry, Nigerians. When you look at academia, Nigerians. When you look at authors and people who are writing amazing literature, Nigerians. When you look at fashion, Nigerians. When you look at content creation here on these internet streets that are from Africa, that have millions and millions of views, Nigerians. When you look at musicians, I was in Spain, Burna Boy is playing. I was in Greece, Burna Boy is playing. I was in Turkey, Spain, Belgium. Let me tell you guys, I don't know if it's something in the water or in the food or in the evil forest, but Nigerians need to share the secret with the rest of Africa, because we need to move as a team. Because these people, their excellence is on another level. Like their work ethics, their hard work, their resilient, and their consistency is something else. For me, I look at Nigerians with nothing but admiration. And I know every time I talk about Nigerians, other people from other African countries, they always feel like, oh, so does it mean you don't love your country, or your country is not doing great? No, that's not the issue. You can celebrate somebody or give a compliment to someone without necessarily feeling inadequate. Just because you're giving somebody their flowers doesn't mean you're not good enough. And we need to start appreciating Nigeria for putting us on the map, because in most places you go, especially in this side of the world, you're asked, are you a Nigerian? Before they even ask you where you're from. Nigeria is on a level that most African countries will wish to be. And I know there's the 1% and the 1% that also commit crimes, but still, for me, I do not understand this level of ambition and excellence. I don't know where it comes from. Is it your parents? Is it your upbringing? Is it your school system? Because I really want to tap into that. Is it the evil forest because I want to go there and stay there with the ancestors and talk to them? Maybe they, ginger me a little. Because for me, I am obsessed with this level of excellence.
Guys, I read a comment somewhere where somebody said, to be Nigerian is not just a nationality, it's a state of the mind, it's a persona. It is not just something you write when they ask you your nationality. It is actually a state of the mind. It's a past. And I have to agree. I have to agree, because sometimes even if you live in a place outside Nigeria, you don't even tell people you are Nigerian. Sometimes you don't even have to tell people. People just see and they're like, she's Nigerian. He's Nigerian. Why? Did you tell them you're Nigerian? No. But the courage with which you carry yourself, the confidence with which you carry yourself automatically separates you. Like they see you in a sea of black people or in a sea of Africans and they pick you out instantly, because Nigerians just have that thing of owning in a space. And for me, growing up in Nigeria, I never really thought about it like that. I didn't think there was anything special. But then trying to now interact with foreigners, I'm not trying to be like, wow, to us it's normal to carry ourselves that way. But when you realize the dynamic internationally, you realize that Nigerians are a unique set of people. Nigerians are just, honestly, Nigerians are source of the world. Nigerians are a vibe. Nigerians are happy people. Nigerians are just, it's not just about them being go-getters, them being overachievers in education, breaking barriers in entertainment and all of these things. But when it comes to the essence of Nigerians are just happy people. Happy people that wherever they go, they just make themselves known, right? And that's why this lady that I was talking about, I know she loves Nigerians, because I have uploaded, I think I have posted one of her videos before. She has never hidden the fact that she loves Nigerians. Like, she talks about it all the time. And that was one of the things she mentioned. She was like, Nigerians have like created this movement where even other Africans now in the diaspora are now proud of their blackness. They are proud of their being African, because Nigerians have kind of just made it something awesome. They've made it something cool, Afrobeat has made it something cool, because sometimes even if you're not Nigerian, you're in the diaspora, somebody calls you and be like, you're African, can you explain this lyric to me in this song? What did he mean, right? And they ask you because they don't know if you're, to them we are all African and we are all black, right? And that's why I always say a win for Nigeria is a win for the continent. And she was just like, this is the reason why I just love Nigerians. And sis, if there's anybody coming for you saying I'm coming for you because you say you love Nigerians, check, they are not Nigerians, sis. They are just pretending. They are just trying to make us look bad. I promise you, they are not Nigerians. Nigerians welcome you with open arms. I have already drafted your letter of citizenship. You just need to come and get it, okay? When you are at Murtala International or at Nnamdi Azikiwe International or at Port Harcourt at the international airport at Port Harcourt, or the one in, just let me know. When you just land at one of the international airports in Nigeria, let me know and I'll come pick you up, sis. Okay, so as I was saying, Nigerians are just incredible people. Nigerians are just joyful people. And Nigerians are just unique people. Like, I will see comments from Nigerians by Nigerians. I'll be like, how do you people come up with these things? Like, it is unreal to me that you didn't, like, this was not written down somewhere. Like, this literally just came from your head and you just typed it out like that. It is just normal now that you now see people borrowing our mannerisms, borrowing our slangs, and all, like all of the videos I've played before, you can see all of them talking about what they just love and how it just fascinates them, how Nigerians just use all of these slangs like they play. Your eye go clear. These things are just normal to us in Nigeria. They are things we just come up with. And what I love most about Nigeria is that we keep making new things. In terms of these slangs, we keep making new ones, right? There was a time when feel like was trending, and then like we just keep copying with new words. Like even right now, I don't even know which one is trending at this point, because there's just always something new coming up. We were talking about, I think Nigerians who started the hair is not airing, the maybe the rice is not, something is not is not creaming, something like that. Nigerians, I think that just actually started that movement, and now it is being used all over the world. The way Nigerians just come up with slangs, just come up with mannerisms and all of that. And for me, that's why I feel like it's not strange that other African countries, other African people, or even non-Africans, because a lot of non-Africans have also been using the other slang as well. It's not strange that they're actually borrowing all of this, because it's cool. Let's be honest, it is cool. Like, even the Nigerian, I realized that it's something special the way we just use words. The way Nigerians use words. The average Nigerian is a poet. The way we use words, it fascinates them. I have a Kenyan friend, and every time I talk, he laughs his head off, and I'm like, why do I always make you laugh? And I'm just expressing myself, but I'll be like, this girl, like, so it's just unique. And even though some people have come out to talk about how, they are not very okay with the fact that Nigeria seems to be dominating, all of their citizens are now borrowing Nigerian slangs, wanting to do everything the way Nigerians do it. All I would just say is that there was a time when people were trying to dress American, trying to look American, trying to everything American, right? SAG, tie, drag, try to what's up, or in it, they're trying to be British and all of that. So I honestly feel like if they are borrowing mannerisms from their fellow African brothers and sisters, don't you think, if you were okay with it when they were borrowing mannerisms of Americans and the British, you did not complain, you did not think they were eroding their culture? But all of a sudden now, when they are borrowing Nigerian way or Nigerian slangs, they are eroding their culture. Like, anyways, that does not mean that I am saying that countries should not develop their own mannerisms, their way of life, just their own identity, or to safeguard the identity they already have. All I'm saying is that such negative energy should not be channeled to your fellow brothers and sisters. Should not be channeled to anybody. In fact, if your countrymen are borrowing mannerisms of some people, it's because those people are making themselves known. It's because their influence is getting really, really powerful. And so you do not combat that type of thing with negative energy, with negativity, with ranting, with whining, with wailing. No, you don't. That is not how to combat it. You combat it by also making your influence powerful as well. If entertainment is what they are using, you want to also start to make something influential enough to redirect your people and your citizens, or at least to balance the scales, so that while they are also doing them, they don't forget their own as well. Their identity is still as strong as well. Do you get what I mean? Negativity and beefing, jealousy, envy, bitterness is not the way to go. It's not the way to go. And this is referring to everybody within the African continent who have made content like this, talking about how they are doing too much Nigerian. They are doing somebody who said they've been hijacked. I think somebody said they've been hijacked, and I'm like, anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like the video, and of course, do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and do not forget to join the membership. We have membership now, guys. The button is right down below, so click on that button to join the membership. Okay, and yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to leave your thoughts down in the comment section. And yes, this red lip is for you. There was somebody who put a comment under and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.